I kind of loosely remember the Odyssey, but I didn't have a concrete, like, I heard guys talking later on in the lobby. It was
Yeah,
like, oh, they didn't include this part and that part and blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, guys, shut
yeah,
up, nerds.
yeah.
But anyway, I,
Yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
That's why I said I'm mad that I liked it. Like I'm really pissed.
he's Chinese.
Welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast.
Why am I so high?
All right, because you were just a sweaty human being. That's what it
No,
is.
no, I said, why am I so high? Not why am I so hot?
Oh,
This
why are
nigga
you
just
so
be.
hot? Same thing. You're a sweaty
Just,
human being, and it's lifting you up. You got it comes out
whatever. All
the
right.
pores.
All right, Becky, with your huge water bottle and your, let me see the manager Asian version of the haircut.
You get that you get that YG young guapo, your young gordo.
Yep, young Gordo. No, bro, you would know this because you're not. I'm still impressed that I've gone to a place that you haven't. This is the Tokyo Giants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it. I know you go there, you buy all the teams. You ain't got, you don't have any kind of what's it called? You don't have any kind of loyalty to your team. You just wear whatever team on your head. I get it. I get it.
they don't play in the same league as the Yankees. Bro.
Hey man, I'm listen. The only
And they're called they're called technically the Tokyo Yankees too. They have that logo as well.
Listen, the only teams that are on my hats are Massachusetts team.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
it's got to be like some kind of other kind of hat, but it won't
And
be.
the weird clubs you're a part of too.
Yeah.
The ones that you don't let people on the podcast know about.
Hikes and bikes, all that kind of shit.
Tricks and dicks.
Well, speaking of, welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast featuring Marcos. It's your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
It's your boy Marcos, aka the Sunset Kid 5'6". Marcos, aka Marcos.
Before we get started, thank you all for following along. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends about us, tell your mama about us. Go see Marcos at San Diego Comic-Con. That's this weekend, so the episode probably won't be out. But if you guys did see him at San Diego Comic-Con, leave a like and a comment and tell us what you thought of his panel. If he did good, whatever. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Marcos. This is the first time you're doing a panel?
No, this is like the fourth time we have been taking the X-Pod 97 on the road. It's like we're hitting, like we did Philly, we did Arizona, we did DC, and now we're conquering San Diego, and hopefully we'll do New York City Comic-Con at some point. I don't know if it's going to be this year.
But what's the bigger get for you? Is it San Diego or is it New York?
Oh, it's San Diego, dog. Like I've never been personally to San Diego Comic-Con, and the fact that we're actual performers, we have performer badges or whatever, it's insane to me.
Okay. Well, that is a big accomplishment. So you will get a round of applause. You and Mega Man.
The golf clap. Yeah. I mean, it's legit. It's legit.
Yeah. Speaking of golf clap, the movie we watched this week, there's a lot of discourse online in which I believe is just the small minority on Twitter. But there is a discourse online. Marcos, why don't you tell the audience what movie we saw this week?
The Odyssey, not to be confused with Troy, which was also a grand escape movie, which was good. But the Odyssey. I'm just gonna say up front, I totally enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I asked you, I was like, "What'd you think of it?" Because I didn't want to say nothing until we got on the pod.
Okay, so I asked you this question last night, and you no-sold me, as they say. You like, oh, I'll tell you tomorrow when we talk. Did you like it or not?
Did I like it? I thought the Odyssey from Christopher Nolan was a damn masterpiece.
It was.
I thought it was phenomenal,
bro. There was an old white man next to me that I thought was there with his family. No, he was just there by himself.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Oh man, buddy, you watching this was so good." People clapped.
Yeah,
people clapped when Odysseus pulled up and like did his whole spiel about what's his name? Oh my god, he had the little figure for.
Athena.
No. The actor
Oh,
that
Zendaya.
no. The actor that died that was part of his
Oh,
army.
oh, oh, oh. Okay, so Elliot Page. It was
Yeah, yeah,
Sinan. Sinan.
yeah. For Elliot Page's character, when he finally stabbed him, people were like, "Yeah!" clapping. Like I was like, "Yo."
No, I do. I thought again. I heard all this. You saw all this pre-movie discourse online talking about the type of actors they were hiring. You know, the what is it? The production and how it looked, and all those things. And all I gotta say, which shouldn't have to be said in 2026. All I gotta say is, you don't bet against Chris Nolan. I'm sorry. That's just something like that man. That man doesn't miss. There might be some movies that you might not agree with, or
Like that World War II movie.
Dunkirk is awesome, bro. Dunkirk is phenomenal.
The visuals are, but the story's kind of.
No, but but again, the story is great because it's about the Battle of Dunkirk, but it's also done in 3 different timelines. One take is an hour, one is a day, and one is a week, I believe. And they're all taking place, and it's all playing at the same time. I thought it was fucking really fucking good. The only one that might take people off guard is Tenet, but even I thought Tenet was fucking awesome.
Yeah, but you sat there and was like trying to identify everything. I like watching his movies just for what they are, and honestly, this was a good cast. So I got there like 5 minutes late because I overestimated, and
So did the movie already start, or
it started. I came in when Temeculus, right? That's his son. When he was learning, when he was first talking to John
Sons of Anarchy and John Leguizamo.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how much far into it. I didn't think I missed anything because I asked the guy next to me. He's like, "Oh no, it just came on."
Yeah, pretty much just opens with that.
Yeah, like I was like, "Wait, did I miss a huge battle?" Apparently, I did not.
Yeah.
So it was cool, and like him getting trained and everything, and I was like, "Oh." But what threw me off in the movie, because like again, this is Christopher Nolan, and I'm like, is when the giant popped up. Like I'm watching the movie, and I completely forgot it was Odyssey.
Yeah.
When the giant what's it called, Cyclops popped up, I was like, what the fuck? Like, and then I was like, oh, I for some reason I thought it was gonna be like a historical take on something, and then I was like, oh, I forgot this was a fantastical movie. Like,
But
like,
I mean, that's the kind of like atmosphere and feel that he puts you in. It's like, everything looks tangible in the movie because it is very, very minimal CGI, to the point that some of the stuff that is done in the movie that you might think is CGI isn't CGI. It's done with perspective, like forced perspective, and like camera tricks and stuff like that. Like there was some shit in here that I still don't know how they did it. The shit with the pigs, I don't know how they did that shit.
First of all, Karen, we gotta give props to Matt Damon as Odysseus. I'm surprised that Ben Affleck did not pop up anywhere as somebody.
Yeah.
Like maybe we look at the credits and he'll be like in the background or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Star Wars, where you find out Jason Sudeikis is like a stormtrooper here or there, or something like that.
Like, but Jesus Christ, he acted his ass off in this movie.
Yeah,
he was really good, and he. Like, even though at the end, the big reveal and the big lesson was that the people from the sea that they kept talking about throughout the whole movie, it ended up being them.
Yeah.
That was like, I kind of figured that out halfway through, and I was like, damn. So I wanted to ask you, do you think that what they believed, the Roman soldiers, what they believed that him hurting Poseidon's son caused their troubles? I think when they chopped off the statue's head in Troy, that's when they were doomed.
I don't know. It was one of those things where I felt like it's one of those things where I feel like,
And hold on, before we get eaten alive in comics, I'm talking purely movie. I'm not going to be like, well,
I'll be honest
in the Odyssey.
I'm not familiar with the story of the Odyssey like that. I've seen, whatever. I never read it, so I'm not familiar with that. But just judging by the movie, to me, it feels like he was trying to tell this tale of like, it's, regret and, the fact that like there are consequences to your actions and things like that, and like people taking responsibility for their actions. Like again, the thing with like, obviously you can look at like his Odysseus's master plan with the Trojan horse. He had to atone for that, that choice that he made that sent a
But it
lot of people
wasn't.
to their
He
death.
wasn't the reason that they went into battle.
No,
It,
but that was his plan. So he had to again.
yeah,
Agamemnon.
yeah.
How do you
But
pronounce that one?
the crazy thing is he even said it. He was like, we basically took advantage of them.
Yeah,
He's like,
Zeus's law.
yeah. Not even that. Not even Zeus's law. Is the fact that they were not at war.
Yeah,
They were like trading countries, and then it's like if you come into my house and I'm like, hey, what's up, Sarat, and then you just start attacking me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Basically, that's what they did.
but yeah, but did you notice that it's the kind of the central theme of the movie? It's like like again, like the suitors that are in Ithaca, like they came there, with the under the guise of trying to like marry the queen and then take over and stuff like that. But like they go there, and because of Zeus's law, everybody treats them as guests. They feed them and all this stuff, and all they're doing is just eating their food and kind of just wasting it away and just taking advantage of the situation. So
So
that's
so
so part of that battle at the end is them atoning for those choices in their life.
so Antonius, uh, um, which was Batman's character,
Okay,
you know,
Rob Pattinson.
Rob Pattinson. Like, didn't you find it weird that that like it went from him, tricking Elliot Page's character into taking his spot and then mooching on paying his family for the sacrifice,
Yeah.
to him trying to screw over Odysseus. Like, and then all of what seemed to be he was the man. They never really explained how he became the man. Like
But
in
they kind of explain that but they kind of show that he's kind of a trickster, a shifty person. He's basically a social climber, someone who's just gonna weasel their way into higher positions. So it's very to me very on par with his character, that like he's going to try to get everyone else to do his bidding so that he can move up in life.
He was casted. Like Christopher Nolan casted this movie excellently. Like
Well,
I honestly think that what's his name? Oh my god, I'm looking up the character's name now here. I think Polybus, which is played by Corey Hawkins,
yeah,
like he literally submitted to Rob Pattinson's character for no reason, because he
yeah,
similarly was more power, because it felt like Rob Pattinson, like you said, he was smooth people, but
yeah,
not really offer them everything.
yeah.
And also the one minor critique, and I might have missed it because there was so many things happening, is how come that slave girl didn't die? Like they made it a point for um Anne Hathaway's character to close the door on her, like maybe you are where you belong. But
Yeah.
did they show her get killed or no?
I don't know if they showed her getting killed. But
Mhm.
like again, it's that thing where like even in this instance, it could be that like again, her atoning for her choices is hey, like you were working in the home, you had a good position here. Now you're fodder for whatever happens to you out in the wild now.
Yeah, I wonder if she thought that Rob Pattinson's character was gonna take her up to, like,
That's
gonna
what,
be his mistress or something, because
that's what I
it
thought.
made no sense.
Well, that's what I thought was gonna happen. I thought he was gonna marry Penelope, and then somehow like weasel it so that he gets her in there as well. I mean, that's the way it read to me. It just felt like there was a lot of people in there that were again making just negative choices and things like that. And then like Odysseus says, like that Trojan horse thing, the Trojan horse plan was almost like for him like the snowball. Like you know uh they what was it, they basically they sinned, and now they were
So
paying now everybody was paying for it because the people that
I
made those choices.
like, I know the movie was rich in mythology and all that stuff, right?
Yep.
But I think it was more about choices and the consequences of your choices, whether they're good or bad.
Yeah.
Now, being that the theme of this movie, have you ever made a choice that you immediately regret. Like I felt like how long were they inside the Trojan horse? Because I think he said 10 days, right?
Yeah, they were inside the Trojan horse for a few days, but they were also on that beach for 10 years trying to figure out how they're going to get into the city.
So they basically were at war, but they couldn't get close because of how the city was
Yeah.
protected.
Yeah, essentially, they're at war and they're sitting there on a beach just waiting, like, okay, like what do we do next?
Yeah.
You know?
So I think as soon as he got, so he immediately regretted that decision because they were killing everybody. It wasn't soldiers.
Yeah.
Everybody got it.
You did,
And
but again, like he says, like, and it's one of my favorite lines in the movie because when they opened the gates, he saw like 10 years of rage kind of siphon through the city. And it was crazy to me that, again, like Athena wasn't actually Athena.
Yep. I know it was the girl that he saw and he locked eyes with when she got decapitated.
Yeah, and then he basically attributed
that was his guilt. Yeah,
to Athena. I thought that was fucking awesome. Like
it was. So Helen of Troy. Let me ask you, Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah.
So we were told that Helen of Troy was the one that had the scar.
Yeah.
Do you think the scar was given to her by her sister out of rage?
No, I think it was given to her by the other guy, the Menelaus, fucking John Bernthal.
Really?
I think he did it. Yeah.
Because they never really talk about it. I felt like John Bernthal, their relationship was uneasy because she was like, "Why didn't you tell him what happened?" He was like,
well, because like again, like I think what was it? They were saying that like it was
I thought he was the one that killed his brother until they revealed it in the movie.
Yeah, they revealed that she killed him because it was her and the brother hatched a plan to basically get Agamemnon. Is that?
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce
it. So wait, so John Bernthal was the lover because they only said the lover, her and her lover hatched.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but they planned it because she, Clemestria or whatever her name was upset that like he gave away their firstborn in order for to chase his delusions or chase his dreams of being fucking giant king or whatever.
So his name, she's the Helen of Troy is the wife of Menelaus.
Yeah.
Menelaus. It's crazy that they didn't show his face really the entire movie. Like, did you notice that?
Agamemnon?
No. The guy, the what's it called? Yeah, Agamemnon. Yeah.
Sound like an Asian fruit. Yeah. So they didn't show his face, but I liked that. I like that they didn't show his face because it almost made it feel like this overbearing like creature kind of thing. Like,
But it was crazy because it was his older brother was the reason for the conflict, but he was like the fighter.
Yeah.
His younger brother, the one that got killed by his wife.
Yeah.
He was like the general.
Yeah.
Do you think so? It took me a little while to get over the fear that I had for Tom's character, Temecula, when he got to the other city, and I was just like, yo, I felt like I thought they were gonna kill him.
Yeah, me too.
When they're walking around and John Bernthal is like shooting the arrows, and it was like, and he was like kind of like it was weird because he's such an intense actor that I don't know if he was just giving him the truth. But he was like so matter-of-factly about everything.
Yeah.
Basically like, yo, stop being a bitch. Like that's basically what he was telling him. And he wasn't pulling his punches. He was just like, so you left your mom to deal with these people that are trying to take over your kingdom?
Well, I also think maybe he took pity on him because like he said, like Odysseus was like, the smartest of them all and stuff. So like I think he, felt the way about like the way his brother basically stranded them on the fucking beach for 10 years to figure something out. And he finally figured out something that allowed him to get back home. You know? So I don't know. I just thought it was like really cool seeing the fact that like, it wasn't just Troy and that battle of Troy that like was hanging over Odysseus, but like the fact, like when they were escaping the Cyclops, they freaking like they escaped. And then he just turned around, just his ego, he fires a shot back and they're like, yo, why did you do that? And then he's He's like, oh, our guys died in there. It's like, yeah, well, more died because you did that.
I thought that's where they were gonna reveal that it was a mutiny. Like, and like when that happened, because again, I'm like, I kind of loosely remember the Odyssey, but I didn't have a concrete, like, I heard guys talking later on in the lobby. It was like, oh, they didn't include this part and that part and blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, guys, shut up, nerds. But anyway, nerds. Like, no, but I was just like, oh, I didn't follow that closely. But I know there's gonna be people, especially this weekend at San Diego Comic-Con, they're gonna pick that movie apart. But I was like, oh man, like John Bernthal. First of all, I loved every person in this movie. Like from James Remar. Have you ever seen The Warriors? The guy that gets arrested in the park. That's James Remar. I forgot what.
That's Raiden from Mortal Kombat 2, bro.
Yeah.
I know who James
when he came out, yo, that was an amazing scene when they were done talking, and he was like, "Who are those?" He's like, "Oh yeah, those are the guys that are mad that they died and you didn't bury their bodies." And then he's like, zoop, he gets right back in the blood and disappears. And they're like, "Oh shit, let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah. So, okay. So in the trailer, when they do that scene, in my head, I was like, "Oh, Odysseus is like, let's go," and it's like some big battle. I didn't realize he was like, "Let's go." These motherfuckers are chasing us.
Yeah. So I thought it was gonna be like they're gonna figure it out, because I followed their journey. Like, oh, they're gonna make it home. Like the main actors, I was like, yeah, those guys are not gonna die. Like the big names, like they fucking died. Like, especially when Odysseus, when he shot the arrow and finally killed one of the armored giants, I was like, oh shit, they got the cheat code. But no, it was just like he just killed one.
Yeah.
While his 2/3 of his fucking crew got massacred.
Yeah. But you get like with a lot of the, again, like, he's going through that journey, and his whole lesson is like, just basically having to go through that journey, paying for all the choices he made. But like a lot of those deaths and stuff were like on the soldiers, because they kept blaming Odysseus kind of for all their bad luck and all things going on. But like, no, like that's them atoning for their choices in life, Like, again, when they pulled up on that village, and I was like, oh, they're like, oh, land. And I thought they were just gonna go there, get some like supplies and leave. The motherfuckers like burnt the whole village down. Was wanted to kill everybody, and was like, this is the only dude that was left. It was like, yeah, why didn't you leave? Like, why didn't you stay here and help? Like,
and you saw that the dude cried for them. He was like, you're not gonna like what you find there, and he started like tearing up. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna get fucked over there, like really bad.
Yeah.
Like the witch shit freaked me out, but then it made sense when you saw the lion, the fucking panther, and everything. Like Odysseus is smart, because he came through. He knew that he had no rap for this witch. Like the only time he kind of like forced his luck is when he grabbed the crow.
Yeah.
But after he let go, he knew that he was at her mercy. He wasn't going to get home without her. He wasn't going to help his troops. She had the upper hand the entire time, except for that 1 second when he grabbed the bird.
Yeah. And that was essentially grabbing the bird was like, again, she got the upper hand, but it's calling her on her shit. It's almost like, no, like, you got some stuff that you got to like, deal with yourself too. Yeah. I like that. Like, again, it was one of those things where he, in that moment, he could have went there and killed her and did whatever, but he's like, no, like I just need to get my men back. I'm trying to get my men back home. His whole demeanor was like, I promised to get these men back home. I'm gonna get them back home. And then the universe, the Lord, whatever you want to call it, was like, no, it's not up to you to get them back home. They got their own shit they got to deal with. Your job is for you to get back home. It's
insane because I really enjoyed how they everything, like the visuals was just insane. Like you said, when she was transforming them and she was like contorting their faces, I was like, oh, that looks like it hurt. Like,
but I heard all that was practical. It's all practical effects. It's not CG. So I'm like, how the fuck did they do that?
Multiple frames and cutting everything in.
Dude, this shit was so good. Like, again, like the using forced perspective on those giants, whatever they're called, but the ones in the silver armor and shit like that.
Yeah,
like they it looked like you're about to get attacked by this giant fucking like army of dudes coming after you and shit like
Yeah.
that.
And I also like, bro, it was brutal when he was listening to the siren song.
Mhm.
And then the Asian dude was like, nah, fuck this. I was like, oh man, the one
Well,
Asian guy.
Yeah, but that's fucking like again, like the acting. Like you ask yourself, I'm about to sit here, the camera's in my face, I'm in the ocean, and I just gotta like pretend that I'm hearing something that's like I'm enjoying, but it's also causing me great pain.
Mhm.
And you gotta convey that. Like people don't understand how hard acting is. I was reading something about the 8 Mile. And they're
Mhm.
talking about how good Eminem was in it, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's just playing himself." Of course, he was good, but it's like you don't understand, like turning that on, sounding natural with dialogue that you didn't write, somebody wrote it, and you got to say it, and there's a camera in your face, and it's all manufactured. Like you see it on TV, like that's not actually how it was. So it's
All right, let's get to the root of it. This is the one question that I wanted to ask you because I felt like I heard it being debated in the lobby afterwards in the movie.
Let's start going after. Let's start debate. Let's start talking about all the different things that were like, being debated or being, what is it?
Speculated.
Yeah.
Odysseus, in my opinion, he lived. A lot of people say no, he died. That the last final scenes were like her thinking about Odysseus. And I was like, no, he lived. I don't think he died.
And what's your reasoning behind that?
The reasoning behind it is because it showed Temecula being left behind to be the ruler because he became of age.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There was no female for them to marry off. There was not going to be any suitors. And he left him his number one servant, and it was his mom and dad, and they were heading west.
Yeah.
Right? That's what they said, is that we're heading west. And he told Robert Pattinson's character, like, tell my men that I'm heading west to atone for them.
Yeah.
And I think to honor them. And I think that's what they were doing. Do you think he died?
No, I don't think he died. I think he was doing exactly that. Like he knew that when he got back there, like again, it's a hero's journey. It's a humbling experience. When he left, he was very egotistical and cocky and stuff like that. And when he came back broken, but he kind of just atoned for a lot of his own choices. And at that moment, he said, I gotta give up all this stuff that I was holding up high. And I'm gonna go. It's my turn to go honor the people that died because of my choices. And it's Temecula's turn to rule over Ithaca.
Yeah,
so that's how I felt about it.
Yeah, like people were like, "Oh, I can't believe he died." Like some kid was like, "He died like after all this? Why?" And I was like, "No, he didn't. He didn't die, bro."
All right, I got a question for you.
Mhm.
Now, a lot of people were talking about the way the dialogue is written in here because it's written in a very like modern dialect.
I liked it. That's why at first when I did not understand that, that's why I died laughing when John Berthold singing. He's like, kid, you think your dad is alive, kid? And I was just like, yo, he's just acting like himself. I thought he was gonna be like a character. I like that they used modern English because it made not modern English, just the modern native language. Modern dialect instead of what was before.
Yeah,
like
I think if they used an older style of English like language, it would have felt like a period. It would have felt like they were trying to recreate an old story versus letting it be like, hey, this is an orator or a creative person's interpretation of this story.
Yeah. It's one of those
because when Corey Hawkins is like, man, fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I was like, oh. But like
if he would have been like, they go fuck yourself, I would have been like, all right, that's stupid.
Yeah.
But
I saw this quote. I saw this quote from Tom Holland where someone was like, do you like the fact that because back in the day they wouldn't have said, daddy, they would have said father and stuff like that. And Tom Holland was like, well, no, he wouldn't. He goes, I wouldn't have said father either. Like I would have been speaking Greek. Like, what are we doing? Like we're hanging ourselves up over like, basically trying to do a modern interpretation of this story.
Yeah.
I
mean, the internet gets a hold of shit and they don't like it.
Speaking of, we got some Black Greeks, some Asian Greeks, and all this stuff. What did you think about the casting in this movie? Not the main character. Well, some of the main characters, but like just as a whole. Did it bother you? Did it bother you seeing Travis Scott open the movie? Oh, did you? You didn't?
No.
Oh, you missed that.
What happened?
You didn't see Travis Scott was the opening person in the movie.
Really? What did he say? I didn't
Well, you know how
realize he
like
was.
you know how at the end when he's doing the thing with the
Yeah.
fucking thing, it's basically that. It's almost like somebody who's like a traveling like storyteller, and it's almost like he's telling, almost telling the story of the Odyssey.
Oh, does he look like Travis Scott? Were they
Yeah.
like fiend, fiend, fiend?
No, but did that kind of did that kind of casting throw you off, or did it feel out of place?
No, I mean you're not redoing a movie beat by beat because the Odyssey. I'm almost certain there is a movie that was back in there, like during the Ben
Yeah,
Hur.
there's a lot of different interpretations of it.
Yeah, so it's like no, like you know what I mean.
Mhm.
And like and it's funny because I'm looking at my phone. I wanted to bring up something that one of the guys that I know. He's one of my nephew's friends. And Malachi, yeah, I'm gonna out you on this.
Malachi, oh man, he's named after the dude from fucking Children of the Corn. Fuck that.
No. He's actually a really good dude, but he's like one of those guys that is like, oh man, what the hell? Like, what did he say? I'm trying to because I like looked at it and I was like, bro, relax. What did he say? I'm looking for it. Okay, I went too far into the conversation. We're part of this group chat, and 90% of this group chat is when I just jump in and go, "Oh boy, here we go again," because it's like he literally just destroys movies.
Oh, is he a contrarian? He's that guy that likes to be the opposite.
It's not even a contrarian. It's like if somebody's like, "Yo, we're sorry, excuse me." He's not even a contrarian person. He's just one of those people that is just like he like harps on one thing that makes no sense.
Okay.
He said the only thing I wish they had was better casting. There were no Indians, no Asians, or white Americans in this story or in this part of the world. But that's just my only critique. And I was like, dog, like this is not a historical fiction. Like,
it's a
like
myth.
this is Greek mythology. We
Yes.
don't know if this shit happened. If it did, that's crazy because that means a whole lot of shit that we thought was make believe is real. Like you know what I mean? Like this is Greek mythology. So is Roman or what? There's Roman mythology. Wait, it's Zeus and what's the other god?
Like Hades.
Yeah.
Poseidon, all those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like so. Then you like were those guys real too? Like it's like, bro, like that's you went in and watched this movie, and you're thinking that there's no Indians, Asians, or white Americans in this movie.
Yeah,
and that's your biggest thing.
Again, it's like superhero stories. It's like there are interpretations out there that are you can do, and it's like
people are like my Superman is not black, and it's like how do you know Superman was made out of somebody's mind?
Yeah, well, it's like when somebody goes, "Hey, man, Goku needs to be played by a Japanese person." I'm like, that motherfucker's saying he's an alien. He can be whatever. Like
he's saying, like you know what I mean? Like, and first of all, there's been anime where they could like, yo, Attack on Titan. Every mofo in that show looks Asian, but they're like supposed to be European.
Yeah, it's like it's like an Eastern European story. But again, it's like there's other interpretations out there where you have like the all white cast or whatever. Like, let this story be the story that is told. Like, obviously, the armor doesn't look the same, but it's because they're going for their own. They're telling their own story.
Yeah, it's one of those things that is like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
but I'm just being an asshole.
Well, to me, it's like, what would that do? What would that do to the story if you change the cast? I don't think it would do anything personally.
I mean, I don't get upset when an entirely Asian story has like a white guy in it. Like, do you remember that that Michael Douglas movie? I think it was Black Rain that took place in Japan, and he was the only non-Japanese person in the whole movie. And I was just like, what the hell? Like people didn't say nothing about that, but let it be all white people, like a US story, and then you had an Asian lead, they'd be like, what the hell's going on here? Like
yeah.
Bro, it is a make-believe movie that's reinterpreted by a director that's neither fully white, and he's completely like European, I believe. And
I think people just put too much into. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. Like, are they trying to say like things like history is trying to get rewritten and stuff? It's like no one's trying to rewrite history. No one cared that fucking Quentin Tarantino killed fucking Hitler in the theater in fucking Inglourious Bastards because he's telling his own little fictional story. Like
it is what it is. It's like, nobody's like, hey, why is there a Starbucks in Metropolis? It's like, there's no Starbucks in the comic book. Like, shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Just let it happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, what other controversies have you seen online about this movie?
Well, there's obviously the modern take on like the armor. So it's not authentic looking armor. Who cares?
Okay, here's one thing that I'm glad somebody on Twitter pointed it out. There's one scene in Troy where one of the captains takes off his helmet, and the helmet is like floppy rubber.
The scene you're talking about is Eric Bana. He's about to fight Achilles. When he takes it off, that motherfucker bends like a
like if it was a leather hat. And it's supposed to be armor, like And then if you look at Matt Damon and everybody, they all had hard ain't no messed up like take, ain't nobody forget to edit it. No, it was legit. Like you can't say anything about it.
Again, like even like taking that comparison, like everybody was comparing this to the movie Troy. I don't know why, because the movie Troy is about the Battle of Troy.
Yeah.
Right. This is about the ramifications of the choices you make when doing stuff like that. Yeah, like that's what it was. It was that you took a character that thought they were at a high and basically broke them down and had them like really live with their choices in life.
You know why I'm happy is because it's because Anne Hathaway is back.
Oh, Anne Hathaway fucking killed it.
She's back. She was in Devil Wears Prada 2. She's in this. She's gonna be in the House on Oak Street or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I haven't she has not acted in like 6 years, and for her to have triple bangers like this, because I'm hearing good things about that House movie.
Yeah,
that it's like good for her.
Well, I mean, she's always been a beast of an actress. I like when actors and actresses, take some time off. Go live your life, do whatever, come back to your art with a little more perspective, like when Matthew McConaughey just all of a sudden stopped doing all those rom-coms, which I love, and then took, a little 2-year break from acting, then started coming back with all these indie movies. Then he came back with Lincoln Lawyer. I was like, oh, okay, this man he's doing something different now.
Yeah. And like Anne Hathaway, I know she took time off to be a mom and all this stuff. And but she's back. She's back. Yeah. She looked great. Like you could actually see her and Rob Pattinson be together. Like you could see him trying to be her courting her.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being weird,
What about Tom Holland? Did you like him in this? Because again, he's a guy who he gets a lot of flack because a lot of his movies tend to be CGI. Really, it leans more on the effects and like.
No, I beg to differ.
No. I'm saying he gets flack because a lot of his movies tend to lean on that, and he doesn't get a lot of shine for his actual acting. But I think he's actually a really good actor. Yeah, and I think this movie showed it off really well.
He did a movie that he played a killer. He was like a rapist or something, like recently, and I was just like,
on Netflix, right? Was that on Netflix?
I don't know. I'm trying to find. I think it's called The Impossible.
No, The Impossible. Isn't that the one about the fucking the?
Oh no, he was a child in that one. Sorry.
Yeah. The Impossible is the one with the tsunami, which is fucking dope. It's him and Naomi Watts.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Where is it?
I seen one. There was one that's on Netflix that was like directed by, or like written or directed by the Russos, where he got to just act, and he's a great actor. Like he doesn't get enough credit for it.
I'm trying to see. Is it Onward?
No, every actor and actress knocked it out of the park in my opinion. Fucking John Bernthal, Lupita Nyong'o, Zendaya, like Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, like everybody. Fucking John Leguizamo was awesome. Like,
it's the crowded room. I think that was it. It was like he was involved in a shooting or something.
Yeah,
in the movie, and I was just like, oh, he could really act, and he's young. And I like that his wife got paid millions of dollars to just not speak. Like I know she spoke, but every time they showed her, you heard the voice, but then every time they showed her, she was quiet.
Yeah.
Like when he got to Ithaca, she was like, she said something. He was like, "Where am I?" And then she said off screen, "Don't you recognize your own home?" And then he turned at her and was like, she wasn't there no more.
Yeah. No, I like a lot of the little editing choices in this. I mean, obviously, some of it was derived because they're using IMAX cameras. So those IMAX cameras can only film for like 3 minutes at a time. And I think nowadays, because there's a lot of digital, people get used to these long shots and stuff like that. But like that's how things were back in the day when you're shooting on film. Like that's money. So be intentional with what you're doing. You know,
that is correct.
Yeah,
it's crazy because, like you forget that Christopher Nolan is that dude until he comes out with a movie.
Yeah,
like I still haven't seen what's it called and I feel like that was his last movie, right?
Yeah. That shit
I haven't seen it.
So good.
I want to. It's on my list. It's on my list. You know, hell,
here's the thing. But here's the thing. If you don't like adult dramas, you might find it boring because it's a lot of people talking. It's a movie with.
When you call it adult drama, why did I think it was like adult like dramatic porn?
No, because you get those young adult dramas where it's like it's a drama, but it's like fucking The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't love me.
Yeah. Where this one is like, hey man, this is again, it's like it's like what was that Abe Lincoln, whatever. It's like, hey, the whole movie's about passing a bill.
Yeah.
Like
hell, the only Abe Lincoln movie that I like is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer. That shit was A1. That was A1.
I want to see that shit just because
you should see it and we should talk about it. And it's literally has what's it called? Oh my god, Captain America.
Chris Evans?
No. Sam Wilson.
Oh, fucking Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie in 100% contractually obligated role. Like he was already in Marvel, and he was just like, "God damn it, why did I?" Hold on, let me double check before I'm over here being racist.
It's gonna be like Morris Chestnut or some shit. You like,
it is Anthony Mackie. Yo, okay. He's like literally like, who the hell? Like, when did I sign on this?
No, but maybe he made it before Marvel and they was like, oh, let's just release it here.
It was obviously like it came out in 2012. I think he was already in the Captain America series, and it's like, God damn it. Like, why am I here?
No, but I'm saying maybe they made the movie and they just ended up releasing it later. Because like there was that movie Torque.
Yeah.
Was it that movie Torque? That shit they made the Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Like they made that movie
like Ice Cube. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. They made that movie like 7 or 8 years before it was actually released. It was just sitting on the shelf, like, hey man, we'll release this at some point.
There was a couple movies that I like the trailers got me, and then I sat and watched and was like, why am I here? One of them was Biker Boys. You ever seen that movie?
No, listen. In this household, we love Biker Boys. Right?
I literally was like, this movie is probably one of the worst acted movies ever. Like the whole plot made no sense. He's like, you're my son. I don't want you to ride bikes.
But I like that movie. That was Derek Luke, fucking Dante Bosco.
Bro, and it wasn't it was what's his name? Larry Fishburne as the dad.
Yeah, well, he's the leader of the
which was his dad.
Yeah, who ends up
why
yeah.
He was so contrarian of him.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, I used it properly this time and I said it properly.
No, I like that because there's a kid. I think there's a kid in the movie. He's Hispanic. I think he's on Arrow. He was on Arrow or Flash, but he was
he was on both. I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Spanish from
the one from fucking like Coach Carter.
School. Yeah. He's also Spanish from Old School. He's my guy.
I'm saying he was big for like 10
Rick
years.
Gonzalez.
He was big for a while. I thought he was gonna be bigger, and then all of a sudden he just kind of like.
That's my guy. He's another person. I got to see if he's at San Diego Comic-Con. I got to meet him. I'm already meeting one of my Flash guys, Teddy Sears. He's on the pod. He's on our panel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was a huge Flash fan. He was Zoom on that show, and I'm gonna be like,
Okay.
yo, that was fire, and he's gonna be like, all right, guy.
All right. Well, before we move on to other topics, because there is a really big topic out on the internet right now. Do you recommend people go see the Odyssey?
Of course, 100%. Go see it. I would say see it a couple times, but that's a long time. The movie's like a solid 3 hours without the previews.
Yeah. I say go see it, and go see it on the biggest screen possible, because
I saw it on IMAX. I texted you. I was like, yo, did you see it? Because there was a more convenient time. That was like right after work instead of me going at like at 6:30. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to sit in the aisle. I like to sit on the last seat on the aisle on either side. And one opened up, I was like, yes, got that seat.
No, that IMAX was it was nice. It was primo. All right, so go see the Odyssey. Now we got other topics on hand.
I don't even know. I'm scared to know what the hell this topic is.
No, you know exactly, because you're the one that sent me. You're the one that called me. I told my wife, because I was talking to my wife on the phone, and she was like, I was like, oh, hey, hold on. Marcos just called me for a sec. She's like, all right, cool. So then I called her back, and she had to go into work, so she couldn't talk. I was like, oh, sorry, honey. I thought Marcos needed something. He was just calling me to tell me the Avengers trailer dropped. She goes, you fucking nerds.
Yeah. Nerds.
What'd you think of the event? I didn't so this is the one from Comic-Con or CinemaCon?
No. This is a brand. It's in celebration of the tickets being available.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
It was like 3 days ago on Monday as of recording, which I don't know. I don't know what day it is today. Yesterday. It was yesterday that it dropped to like celebrate that the tickets are going on sale, and they sold, because I try to find an early show for the first day, and it was like on a Wednesday, because they did like Amazon is doing a preview. No, like I'm mad at Fandango because it lets you click on it, and then every single seat.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't just say sold out. No, every single seat is taken. Like even the handicap seats, like the spots were taken, and I was just like, all right.
All right. So what's your initial thoughts on this trailer?
Holy shit. Like, holy shit. But it's not even the holy shit of what they showed, which was the first Doctor Doom. It was the holy shit of Thor with the hammer, and the hammer reacting, and then he tosses it, and then Chris Evans picks it up. And it's like I had a long ass debate yesterday. I don't know, for those of you that have listened to me on the XPod 97, our next episode, which should be out at the time of this recording, we got into, I don't want to say a heated debate. Like Rand was talking about, like he was comparing this whole plot switch to the WWE. He was like, he said something about how the Avengers Endgame coming out with 7 new minutes is a cash grab and it's stupid. And I was just like, yo, Rand, chill. I was like, all they're doing is adding references to Doctor Doom. So it makes sense why he pops up. And then I explained to him that from the beginning, the Avengers movies are not a culmination of the previous movies, but they have their own direct narrative. And the solo movies and the spinoffs are all movies that are dealing with the fallout. It's not the inverse. Like Avengers is not going to open up like, oh man, what happened with Spider-Man last movie? Like, you know what I mean? Like they could give a shit about what happened in the last Spider-Man. It's always a separate plot. Like, you know what I mean? It's not a continuation of other movies. And he was saying this, he was like, basically, he's like, I'm very excited. I'm in there day one, but I feel like Marvel is going to the well with these older characters. And I was like, dog, this is the end of the universe. This is leading to Secret Wars. And he was like, it's like, it's like, if Hogan was alive, they're going to be like Roman Reigns versus Hulk Hogan once in a lifetime. It's like they're relying on their old stars. He was like, and then he was like kind of complaining that Captain America is in it. I was like, yeah, he's an essential character. And he was like, but he was like, oh, nobody wants to see Thor with the scrubs. And the internet went wild with it. Have you seen the memes? About and it's like the pictures of all these old teams, like Captain, like I saw one, it was Thor, and they superimpose Jordan on the Bobcats.
Yeah.
It's like nobody cares. It's like
it's like Spike and the Little Giants, you know.
It's like, what the hell? What is
But
going
here's
on?
the thing. Again, it's I loved that trailer because, like Thunderbolts, it has the tone that I like. There's a seriousness to what's about to happen, and the trailer reflected that.
But we're eating good with the memes. Did you see the meme that I think Matt Cardona reacted, where they're showing when Kane pushed Zack Ryder off the stage?
No, I didn't.
They were like, when Dr. Doom rose up and he handles Professor X, like, man, get the hell out of here. Like, he rolls up.
I haven't seen any of the memes there. I just basically was looking at it, and like, again, I see everybody's excited, but again, some people are saying, they think they're going, like, they're trying to rely on their older heroes. I personally believe, like, for a lot, like, again, Chris Evans isn't Captain America coming back. Steve Rogers.
It's Steve Rogers. Yeah.
Different character.
Yeah.
But also, it's like, for a lot of these characters, like someone like Thor, someone like Hawkeye, all these people, like, if you didn't watch the shows, or that, like, these, you got to do that. You got to pass the torch in a way that people are paying attention to. You got to let these one character have a send off so the other ones can come through. So that's why and you see Anthony Mackie, everybody's like, oh, I feel bad for him because of Captain America. No, he's still Captain America. This is just Steve Rogers coming back because he's essential to the story. They're not bringing in old Captain America.
And I had this debate yesterday that I was like, oh man, people are gonna get so mad when they realize Cap is not fighting for the Avengers we're following. He's gonna be fighting for Dr. Doom, and then like Rand was like, we were just trying to have a debate for debate's sake. He was like, but what makes you think? And I was just like, bro, Steve already showed us who he was back in and what's it called? In Captain America, what was it? Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he rolled up when your man, $100,000, Tony Stark, when you tell him or you try to hide from him that Bucky killed his parents, it was like, yo, there's no conversation, dog. Yeah. I don't care about no mind thing. It's like, yo, you're gonna have to let these two scrap. But no, he jumped Tony with Bucky. So that tells me right there that Tony's black and white. Not Tony, that Chris Evans, Steve Rogers is black and white. Yeah, it's either what he believes versus what he doesn't believe.
Yeah.
And if the leaks are true, that basically Dr. Doom is saying, if you don't come with me, the reality that you created is technically a time variance, and then
that's gonna get
erased.
Yeah.
So your kid, your wife, your life that you lived is going to disappear, and it's going to be non-existent. And it's like, he's going to be like, oh, 100%. I will fold the rest of my team for this. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like seeing Thor, like, trying to have a pet talk. He's like, yeah, I've been less scared, and I've had better, more talent.
I've had stronger teams that fought people that I were less scared of, and they all died.
Yeah.
So
he basically like, God damn, who's here? And then he came through. That was Thunder God Thor.
Mm-hmm.
When he went to hit him with that, and I really hope that's like at the end of the movie where he's like, when they're like, we got one shot, and then he just goes, yo, he put up two fingers. He stopped him with two fingers, like, ding.
I'm curious to see if this is Thor from a different universe. Because the last time we saw regular Thor, he had the long hair back. So, it could be a Thor from a different universe that is coming back to he's maybe tracking, Dr. Doom from whatever universe he's at or whatever.
I don't know, but all I know is that there's going to be some heavy L's sent, and
I hope so.
And it's not going to be like the snap, because of the snap, it was like, no, I think characters are dying.
That's what I think. I want that, because again, we don't have the luxury of like a comic book where you could just keep telling different stories for a lifetime. So on screen, eventually some of these characters gotta, die, pass the torch and stuff like that. So like,
even if they have a retelling of Secret Wars, when Secret Wars ends, it's one linear universe, which means we're gonna have a completely different set of actors. Like, I think if anything, I believe Thor is gonna be the only surviving Avenger of the Avengers that we know. Him and Spider-Man.
Okay, I can see that.
But I think this is Chris Evans' last hurrah. I think Robert Downey Jr. He's not gonna die, but I think he's just gonna be Dr. Doom is just gonna be a foil that's not gonna be the big bad.
Yeah.
I don't think he's not gonna die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's gonna be like Thanos.
I would love it if Dr. Doom never takes his mask off. I know
that might be it.
I hope so. They just hit it like, hey, we hired RDJ because he's the best actor possible for this. But he's gonna keep his mask on the entire time. He's gonna be Dr. fucking Doom.
Or if at the end, then he's like, how can you do this? And then the movie ends with him taking off his mask and them going like, how? We saw you die.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I love the deflection at the end of the trailer. Like, everybody's like, what is Dr. Doom on mask? No. It's them noticing Steve Rogers. Like, and I want that scene to be a situation when Thor's like, yes, we're back. And then he's like, no. Like you threw the hammer at me and I'm about to toss that shit right down your face. Like in a second.
Yeah.
Like,
all right. So we're excited for that thing. All right. Before we end this pod or this episode, as always, we got our hot takes. And do you have any hot takes this week? I got one specifically derived from my viewing of the Odyssey. But you go ahead.
My hot take is theaters like AMC to maximize the number of bodies in the IMAX. They made the seats closer. And I noticed they're the only theater company, and again, I'm used to Regal, Cinemark, stuff like that have tray tables.
Yeah.
They AMC did away with that. And they have chairs that don't recline. They have chairs that lean back.
Yeah.
And like, I'm saying my gripe with it is when this guy, like, I crossed my legs. Like, I cross my legs when I sit. Not like a lady, but like a dude, like, And then every time I did it, I accidentally bumped the guy, and the guy was like looking at me, and I'm like, dude, what do you want me to do? You're leaning all the way far back. I don't lean that hard in a chair.
Yeah.
And it's like you gave me airplane level, no standard room like level for me to move my legs. Like, don't get mad at me.
So you think IMAX needs to start updating their theaters?
Not IMAX, it's AMC. Well, I don't know if they have I think they have IMAX is their technology, I think. Or they have a contract with AirMax. I was just like, I love that when you go to the XD theater, which is Cinemark, with the rumble seats or whatever, it's still, you still have the reclining feature, you still have everything. There's so much room in between. They charge you a little bit more in the tickets, but like IMAX, I paid $26, which I know in Regal would have been like $28, $29.
Yeah.
And I'm like this. I can literally braid the person's hair in front of me. That's how close the seats are.
Yeah. It's weird because I feel like with a lot of IMAX theaters, again, I love IMAX. My favorite IMAX theater to this day is the Jordan's IMAX theater in fucking Massachusetts.
No. Screw all that. Another gripe. It's a double hot take. Bring IMAX back to the scientific theaters. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
That you have an IMAX theater that's 5 to 6 stories high.
Yeah.
And they're showing the same planetarium fucking movie.
Yeah.
The last Avengers movies that I saw were there and they were well worth it. I gave up the luxury of having an amazing like popcorn and glizzy just to see it to the point that
I get it. Have you the Science Theater, Museum of Science in Boston? Same thing. Like their Omni Theater is fucking phenomenal.
But the thing is that they always have like these children working that it's like, oh yeah, have a hot dog, and the hot dog is like the equivalent of a 7-Eleven machine. It's not like a movie theater. So then the concessions is always a madhouse. So the last couple times that I've gone there, I've just like eaten before, or like I bring in a soda because I know I don't want to spend 45 minutes to get like a drink because the 15-year-old kid is like, we used to would normally have 4 people here today. Now we have 20,000. Like,
Yeah, they need to start showing proper movies there,
but
so they can get the money to actually like do right by it.
They used to do it and then they eliminated it. I know it was pre-pandemic. Like they used to, I know they didn't have every movie, but the big movies they used to have there, like the big ones that you got, like I remember watching Transformers, the one that when Michael Jackson died, and it was funny because I went with my nephews and my brother-in-law on a Friday.
Transformers or Michael Jackson died?
No, Transformers. It was one of the sequels, and that was the same day that like everybody got that CNN alert that Michael died, and I was like,
okay.
that's
I thought
weird.
It was in the movie. I was like, wait, what Transformers? How Michael Jackson died?
No, but it was just like, it was like, oh man, I love that movie, and it's like, oh shit, Michael Jackson died. It's like, God damn it, like,
my favorite IMAX theater is the Jordan's IMAX theater at Jordan's Furniture in, I think it's in Revere, Mass. But it's, or you can go into one in Natick, but it's a furniture store. You walk into the furniture store and it looks like Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Then you got to walk through the fucking furniture store, and in the back you go up the escalator into this IMAX theater. It's the best fucking movie experience I've ever been. It's
so
awesome.
it's like Japanese movie theaters.
Kinda.
Japanese movie theaters, you start looking for it, and then you turn the corner, go up an escalator. It's like, oh, this is an entire movie theater that's tucked into this massive mall.
Yeah.
So here's my crazy proposal, and I want everybody to comment on it. Hold on. Before you give your hot take, this is a crazy proposal for you to sit on it. I just realized today that Cosm is in Atlanta, and we both don't live near Atlanta. But I'm down to go to Atlanta to watch Avengers, just to be an asshole.
I would travel to Atlanta to go to Cosm to see Avengers.
Because number one, I've never been to Cosm. And it's like, it looks like an experience. And as soon as I said it, like earlier, like I was talking to my boy, and like as soon as I opened Facebook, it was like Cosm experience. I was like, God damn it, iPhone.
Listen, the wife was like, we might be about 2 weeks out of delivery, but like, we might get some good earplugs, and the baby might be able to survive it. Who knows? We'll see.
Nah, man, that's how you do like our parents, and just give them a little bit of tussin. The baby
exactly. No, put a little bit of that Hennessy on the lip.
Oh man,
that's what happened to me. All right, my hot take.
Go ahead.
So I went to the Regal IMAX theater in Point Orlando. Mind you, I went 3:00 on a Sunday afternoon. So the World Cup is about to start.
Don't get banned.
The fan zone party is going on down there. Okay.
Okay.
So we're trying to get through. I go in, and then I go to the concession stands, and they have what I believe might be the best concession stand snack I've ever had.
What is it? Corn dogs? Churros?
No. Flaming hot Cheetos popcorn. Bruh, let me tell you, I ordered that. It only comes in a small. So me and my wife got it. We started eating that shit. I think before the movie started, we might have been all gone. That shit was so fucking good. Listen, whichever theaters have that, keep that on the menu for however long, because that is a fucking game changer right there. Bro. Flaming hot Cheetos popcorn. And it's got the flaming hot Cheetos inside the popcorn too.
That's too much.
No. Have you tried it? See, you don't know. You
can't. I don't like things that are too spicy. Tell me.
No, you ain't Puerto Rican. Get out of here.
I'm not. I'm Dominican. Dominicans don't like spicy food.
They have regular Cheetos popcorn too. But the flaming hot, bruh. I literally, at one point during the movie, I was like this. Like, I hate the people might have been mad behind me. I was like dumping the popcorn in my mouth.
I mean, any snack that I get for the only thing that lasts during the movie is popcorn. Like that glizzy's gone, bro, before the credits are over.
I'm on a specific diet right now. So when I was at the movies, I ate all my popcorn, all my Twizzlers, and all my M&Ms.
This guy is on a specific diet.
I haven't had sugar in a while, so it was nice.
But yeah, so I agree with you. Well, it's not a hot take. Hey, man, that's your opinion mostly.
No. You haven't had. I need you to try it first.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast featuring Marcos. It's your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
is your boy Marcos, aka at the Sunset Kid 56. Come check us out. Or actually, no, this is gonna come out after San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed us there.
Yeah, if you saw Marcos in San Diego, please tell us in the comments what you thought of his panel. Tell him what he might be able to do better for his live podcast, so we can make the experience, what it is
for the podcast. Don't tell me do better, because I'll be like, you're right.
All right, man. Well, we'll catch y'all later. See y'all next week.
Peace.
I'm a warrior.